Okay, here I go again. Y'all come on in here. We're gonna talk about you still talking about hoodoo, but we're gonna talk about a spirit communicating. The spirit communicating with you, spiritual communication. That's the most essential thing you're gonna have to learn on your hoodoo journey. If you scared to communicate with spirits, then don't get over here in hoodoo because you need to be talking to your ancestors. You need to be talking to your ancestors. And if your practitioner is not teaching you how to talk to your ancestors directly through some type of divination, then again, you're not going to get far. And you want to learn as much about communicating with spirits as possible. We're getting ready to dive into that even more over there on our platform. We just dropped a variety of lectures giving you different options on how to communicate with your ancestors and how spirits communicate. See, you don't know that. See, that's one reason why you're going around from here to there, did that, dot, and you confused because you ain't sat down to learn how to communicate with your ancestors. And your practitioner should be emphasizing this with you. Get somewhere and sit down and try to choose some form of communication with your spirits, with your ancestors. Because that's where you're going to be getting your guidance. We don't just go out here and doing spells and stuff because somebody showed us. We ask our ancestors, is this the right thing for us to do? Is there a type of way you want me to do that? Okay, so again, I want you to have your psychic abilities. I want you to be able to talk to your ancestors directly. And so again, we go over that thoroughly. Because again, the goal with me is to give you back your power and have you sitting and standing on hoodoo in confidence. All right, so spiritual communication is imperative. If you go, so if you scared of spirits and you jumping over in hoodoo, then you probably need to stay where you is. And you need to understand that you are a spirit and you have to communicate with spirits. Okay? So don't jump over here in hoodoo. If you ain't ready to talk to your ancestors, you ain't ready to communicate with spirits, because that's what we do. We conjure over here. We talk to spirits over here. Every time you pick up something, it's a spirit. And I break that all down to you like a science over there. You're not going to be confused. I promise you. I'm too thorough. I know this. I know it like a science. I've studied it long enough. I didn't wake up 5 or 6 years ago and start doing this. I've been doing this for years. Over 20 years now, I've been doing this. So I know it like a science because I had to learn it. I had to walk the path. I had to make mistakes. And now that I have learned it, now I can, again, relate it back to others and break it down as a science so it can be easy for you to digest and get your practice up and going. But the first thing you're going to have to do, you're going to have to learn some spiritual communication because the ancestors is the core to this.